Welcome to Reality After Show coverage of the Challenge USA Season 2, Episode 10. I'm Jonny Fairplay, reality TV icon, Survivor Hall of Famer, and star of E's upcoming hit. Is it hit show? Rhymes with hit show, House of Villains, premiering October 12th on E. That's right, Thursday night, so you'll be able to see this. And I'm not alone. I'm joined by challenge expert Alex Trias. How's it going, Alex?
No, it's going well. I'm not as busy as you are. I don't have all the accolades that you get to have to start this show, but it's been a good week. Get to wrap it up with you, having some drinks, talking about our great show of the Challenge USA Season 2. I think it's going to stick the landing. We're almost done.
I'm not considered a challenge expert, so you do have me there.
Yeah, but you know the people. So you're basically an expert.
But, I mean, like, let's say I'm on Challenge USA Season 3.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say I run TJ's. Let's say I win TJ's final.
Okay.
This is a lot of what ifs, right?
Hey,
I'm probably still not a challenge expert. Okay. Let's say I go to Challenge USA Season 3. I'm there. Maybe shit doesn't work out. Still definitely not a challenge expert. But you, my friend, are a challenge expert because it says so in the description of the episode.
You know, it does say it. And whatever we write here in the description is the truth.
It's fact. It's fact. You know what else is true? Holy moly. I do have a busy itinerary, and we are definitely going to talk episode 10. But really quickly, if you guys don't mind, just indulge me. I'm not alone this coming week. I will be in New York City. That's right. It is the Survivor 45 premiere viewing party. I'm the host. It's in New York City at Bounce Nightclub. That is next Wednesday, September 27th. I will not be alone. I have Jesse and Carla and Dwight and Noelle from season 43, Eliza from seasons 9 and 16, Sydney from season 41, Victoria from season 38. That's Chris Underwood's season, right?
It is.
Oh, there you go. I got Danny. Hopefully he won't be doing his stupid dance thing. From season 44, Jenny from 42, Tiffany from 41, and Brooke, winner of The Amazing Race, season 29. This is insane. I mean, I cannot fit any more people on the poster.
It's star-studded.
Thank you. Well, tickets available at survivortix.com. That's survivortix.com. Full schedule. I mean, I'm going to be in Cincinnati. I'm going to be in Boston. I'm going to be in Fort Lauderdale. Where else? Chicago. I'm all over the place. So please, if you get a chance, go to survivortix.com. That's survivortix.com and join me there in New York City for the premiere. But one last thing, I did mention that I have a new show, E's House of Villains. I'm going to be in Boston, Massachusetts. That's right. October 18th, I'll be there for Survivor viewing party. But Survivor is just the beginning of the festivities that week. The next night, Thursday, October 19th, I will be at the Greatest Bar in Boston. It is a House of Villains viewing party. It's myself and Jax Taylor from Vanderpump Rules, the number one guy in the crowd. So tickets available for that at villaintix.com. That's villaintix.com. And you spell villain VILLAIN as opposed to Survivor Heroes Villains spelt it IAN on several of the images.
I never realized that.
Yes, they literally misspelled villains on Heroes versus Villains.
Love that.
Multiple screens. Anyway, yes. Apparently, spell check costs extra at CBS. I don't know. So yes, House of Villains viewing party. It's going to be a fun week in Boston. Me and Jax Taylor. That is October 19th at the Greatest Bar in Boston. Villaintix.com. Villaintix.com. Okay. Enough of that. Let us talk the challenge, episode 10, A Less Perfect Union.
Get rid of these titles. At this point.
Yeah, what is this one even referring to?
I guess just the union of the states, it's just like, I don't know. They're grabbing. They're grabbing right now.
I would settle for Union of the Snake, the Duran Duran song.
Yeah, but you would need Pete to be on this season, like
Yeah,
helping with the music, you know,
would.
or them having music.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Well, we start with Chris Underwood. Hey, I know that girl. Chris Underwood re-enters the house from winning last elimination against Seabass, and Desi goes, "Well, the good news is Chris is back, and he's a survivor number, or is he?" So, yes, Chris spent 9 episodes explaining to us that he's building all these bridges, and his communication is impeccable. That no
Right.
one is better
Yeah.
than all these bonds and friendships that he's forming. Like he
Mhm.
has new best friends all over the house.
Yeah. It's not working out for him.
I-
I think it's the issue was he was making those connections, but he bet on the wrong horses. He thought like end of the day, the Fessies, the Coreys, that while they're connected to the vets, would want to still take out Bananas, West, like these people that are legitimate threats in the end game.
yeah,
If you get to that final, and ultimately they all said, "I don't know who you are.
yeah,
Go down there. I heard you sell sex stocks."
yes. So I mean, I think he did like you're saying, he formed bond. I think instead of hanging out with the the Survivor girls,
Yeah.
he was hanging out with a few of the challenge vets. And he was like, okay, well, we're hanging out every night. We're having drinks every night. We're that they're allowed to. We're working out together every day. Like I feel like these are my boys. Boys are they're like, yeah, it's like I like you. I'm just not into you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like you've been towing that line. You've been going on a few dates.
Yeah.
You sort of want to see where things are standing, and the other person's like,
And they're
but I still have these other people that I
yeah,
need to play the
I'd
field.
rather
I need
I'd
to play
rather
the
make
field.
out with my old friends than make out with my new friend.
And like bringing it back to like the challenge of it all. I think his detriment right now is the fact that I think for the most part the guys are pretty evenly spread at this point in terms of just their competitive ability and their ability in a final. So it's not like the girls are clamoring to have him because there's all these other options, and these other options have more lasting relationships that have gone over decades with Bananas and Tori and Wes, and so the girls are going to be like, yeah, we're gonna ride that ship because we're the strong girls. They're not going to target us. We need to be partnered with the strong guys, and you're
Yeah.
not in that club.
Yeah. So no, I don't blame Chris. I think his mindset. I mean, because if you see, like, he's hanging out with these people after the fact, but they're just like, yeah, like I fool around with these people. I just hang out with you.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, but Chris is hoping to rebuild bridges. What could go wrong? And Josh explains he's ready for a challenge final. And I'm ready for Josh to be in a challenge final. What about you?
I've been ready. Like
He's due.
he's due, and it goes with his story. Like
Yeah.
he was the layup upon layups coming into
Yes.
the show, but he was a character. Character kept him on the show. Now he's character and developed a better and better social and political game. Each season he's been better and better. He's gotten better physically each season. I think he has put himself in a position on this show to get to his final finally. And I think now he's starting to get a little greedy. But like I think the paranoia is a little setting in for him because he's this close. And he's like, I have never been this close on the challenge before of actually like being within a round or two of TJ saying, y'all are running my final.
Yes. So, and I think he might be set up. I think he is set up better than Fessel.
I think he's better set up.
We've seen, I mean, like, if there's food involved, Fessel doesn't get like
Right.
Fessel. These individual challenges, Fessel will own you.
Dominate.
But I feel like when you add the extra elements, that's what opens up the field. And when you open up the field for everyone, that someone that's so good at these particular things, it works against them.
Right. And it's so interesting with those two because they're very, like, they're friends. They're good on the challenge. They're always going to be allies of each other, even when they fight. But Fessel gets the benefit of he's never going to be targeted because he's so good at the dailies, and that's someone that you want like on your side physically as a number to protect you getting to a final. And you see he can run. Like he will outpace you pretty much against anybody that you're competing against. But yeah, Josh, who's just so much better, I think, socially. Like people like Josh. Like that's the big difference, I feel. Like people tolerate Fessel, they'll say they're friends off the show, they'll hang out. People actually enjoy Josh.
Yeah.
And I think that's the big difference.
So, well, Josh's ready for a final, and he's ready to turn on Wes, which I'm like, okay, I'm for this. And Wes reveals that's all well and good. Whatever Josh is thinking, doesn't care at this point what he's saying in his confessionals because he doesn't see Josh as a threat and will never be a rival. Did Josh achieve rival status at the end of this episode?
Well, it depends. Wes is retired now and definitely will never come back. And TJ definitely didn't really throw it in his face like, yeah, we're going to see you in like 2 seasons, bud.
Yeah, it's fine. We understand you said it, but it's
right. Okay. Like it's the rivalry that isn't a rivalry because Wes will refuse to ever let it physically be one from his side. Like it will never be it from his side, but Josh did like the move that should do it. And the only thing I was confused with this episode is everything heading up to this season. We just knew Josh and Wes didn't like each other on the show. They were never on the same sides on the show. And then out of nowhere, we just get thrown into this episode that Josh is like, Wes is a big, dear friend of mine. Like, and I think it sort of just goes to show like Josh just has a good heart. Yeah. End of the day,
I think there was a lot of camaraderie amongst this cast that I mean, we haven't seen Josh say bad things about Paulie.
No,
outside of the game, and they definitely entered with animosity, and then right. Bananas is hanging out with Paulie, and so it's I think this is a different kind of season
for sure, which is why I think I've sort of been liking how this episode ended, where there's a little more animosity amongst people. Like some people that are a little high on their horse right now, feeling themselves and they're like, why are you talking to me like this? I'm like, I want to see what happens. I want to see what happens next week.
It's like me and my girl, we have a cat named Jimmy the cat, right? And Jimmy the cat, I love petting Jimmy the cat. But I love when someone that shouldn't pet Jimmy the cat, and I'm just like, hey, don't pet Jimmy the cat. I mean, like, yes, he loves it, but he doesn't love you. And then if Jimmy the cat decides to scratch that person, I like seeing that. So we've seen 9 episodes of petting the cat. And this episode 10 ends with the cat scratching back.
And I love it.
I
love it. Like it does not.
It's not like scratching me.
Right. It's not scratching me. It's giving entertainment. And it does not matter to me if like this all just goes back in Cassie's face and she's gone next episode. Like I'm still enjoying the ride of seeing it.
Well, that is all a metaphor for petting pussy.
Well, yeah.
All right. So Tyler is trying to win this daily. Why? Because he don't want his girl to go or him to go, or it's just the two of them.
Can he stop talking in like the limited third person? He's been doing. I've noticed it more this time around than ever on Big Brother. It's that he just has these random spots where out of nowhere he just goes, Tyler needs to win this. I'm like, we know who you are.
The Rock says you're supposed to do that.
Are we really going to compare Tyler to The Rock?
No, we're not. All right, this deal is called Go the Distance. Let's go the distance.
I like this. I feel like this is a good something in Survivor's wheelhouse.
I feel like I've seen it on Survivor.
I feel like I've seen it many times.
Yeah.
So you're on a platform. You're going to run and jump and try to grab a baton. You grab.
Are you really going to try if you feel you don't need to try?
I don't feel like you should. Just jump.
I feel like this is one where I would give everything I had, appearance-wise,
Yeah.
for the first one and just miss.
Yeah. Get your hand on it, and it's like it just slipped.
Yeah, I just didn't get it.
Yeah.
So like purpose. I mean, like I'm going instead of like with my hand like open, it's like I like to F with people and like they go to shake my hand, I do that, and it's just weird. I would attempt to grab the baton like that and not grab it purposely because I'm not trying to do this the second and third and fourth time.
Yeah, and it's interesting also because if you have like Michaela's whole thing here is like she has a fear of heights or maybe more specifically heights over open water.
Yeah, whatever her fear is, it appeared as though it took everything she had in her, everything. Nothing left, like in the first jump, nothing left for the second jump. And then she is literally, we're watching her die in front of us. And I'm just like, girl, you shouldn't have grabbed the first baton.
At the same time,
you knew what happens if you grab a baton.
At the same time, though, I sort of loved it.
Oh, it was great. I mean, once again,
because I love how Michaela handles her fear of heights over Darrell.
Yeah, it wasn't me. See, Jonny Fairplay, smart. I'm serious. I'm not grabbing that first baton, and you know, and I'm gonna tell everybody, I'm just like, look, you know, heights ain't my bag. You guys know that. They're like, come on, Fairplay, like, you know, butch it up. And I'm like, all right, let's go, man. And I do it, and they're like, yeah. And they're like, hey, good try, man. I was like, I know, I almost had it. And TJ's like, dude, if you want to try, I was like, TJ, shut up. We don't let people try again.
Oh, absolutely. What I didn't like about this, like, it's a small pick. They didn't have the budget to make it so all 7 people could go at the same time.
I feel like
did they miscount?
I think this challenge was like, so this was either supposed to be next week or they thought that this week was gonna. Yeah, they messed up.
Something.
There's no. Yeah, that was insanity.
Because I'm like, well. Technically, because really there is no advantage of going second.
No, but
everyone's doing the same thing, but you get to see.
But there's a mental disadvantage, as Chris Underwood tells us. It's just like, hey, everyone goes but me because everyone hates me. And so I have everyone that wants me to fail watching me openly rooting against me as I'm up here by myself with zero support from anyone.
Absolutely. Like the pressure's on, and especially because like besides Josh, I think that round, everyone else got one, and you're like, well, fuck.
Yeah.
I have to get it now. But I mean, I agree with you.
And as we learn in his origin story later, I mean, failed college basketball star, failed college football star, failed Survivor player till the end. Till the end, he won. So, guys, make fun of what you want. You're wrong. He won.
and you know, he's so right.
Is he a Survivor expert?
Well, it goes with what you were saying. Like, just because you win the game, does that make you an expert?
Okay, he's not a Survivor expert. We can agree on that.
He's an Edge of Extinction expert.
I got to throw a little shade. He is an Edge of Extinction expert. I was going to invite him to join us today. I saw on his socials he's at Pinehurst with the boys, and I'm just like, enjoy Pinehurst with the boys. That sounds much more fun than hanging out talking to me and Alex.
Oh, absolutely. Or at least me.
Well, that sounds much more fun than talking to Fairplay and Alex.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get him. Maybe we'll get him at some point.
The Fairplay was just thinking this aloud, so I'm like, am I Tylering it?
Oh man, Johnny.
It's infectious.
Yeah, it's through osmosis now, man. Now you're talking in the third person. I'm not going to do it. I won't do it.
Right. Alex has been. Alex, you do the work.
I do the work.
Alex does the work. Okay.
Michelle takes your advice.
Oh yeah.
She does not even jump. She just like runs right off.
She fair played what fair play would do.
No, like that's sort of like what I would do. Well, one, I am 5'8", like 5'8", 5'9" on a good day.
Yeah.
I know what. This isn't my challenge that I'm going to win.
There's no way Fessel's not winning this.
Right.
Because they're like, we spaced it out for your wingspan and all that. I guarantee they're like, hey, Fessel, how far can you jump across? He's like, I don't know, like 2 feet.
Right, like this is a normal football practice run. Hey,
Yeah.
everyone, you're doing the broad jump today.
Yeah. But I mean, but if they're asking Fessel, hey, what's the longest you've ever done the broad jump? He's like, yeah, 2.5 feet tops. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, like he's listing a number that's shorter than his walking span.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No, like
they're like reach your arm out. Yeah, I can't jump that far.
Yeah, but his elbow is attached to his waist on his wingspan, and he's
just like this.
Yeah.
I'm so yeah. He's like
he alligator arms it.
Yeah, alligator arm it.
I know a lot of people from Survivor when it comes time for the bar tab. They do the same gimmick.
No, but I'm surprised we didn't get a confessional from him being like, I don't know why all these guys are running to go jump.
Yeah, I know.
You can just go to the edge and then you just jump.
No, you don't even jump. You just walk off and reach.
Yeah.
Just like last week with the trampoline. Why are they jumping up and down, gaining momentum?
Well, and I will give them the props here. So, like, for the men's side, like, Wes pathetically is the only one who doesn't get it on the first try. Yeah. And I mean, like, that's the only time you should be trying to get it. If everyone else is getting it, you also need to get it.
No, I can live with Wes being Wes right here.
Well, I love that TJ just spends the next 3 rounds shading him.
That's fine. Once again, and all that is for me is airtime.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, TJ's conversation should be spent explaining what an incredible athlete and physical specimen Fessel is. But instead, the next 3 rounds would be like, hey, Fairplay, didn't even resemble anything like that, right? Nope, not even close, TJ. Let's keep talking about me.
Right.
Hey, Chris Underwood does his best Jonny Fairplay impression. Yep, nailed it. Keep going. I want one more mention before a commercial break, if possible.
Well, we see them all go through, and like ultimately ends up being Fessel and Bananas, and I do like that they both just sort of do what you should do that not a lot of people do. Is just they just look at each other and they get on camera just like, we're good, right? Yeah, we're fine. And Fessel's swallowing a bunch of pride right now to be like, yeah, we're fine, because he knows he's winning.
Yes. And you have Bananas going, this idiot really thinks I'm going to try.
He's like, I'm going to make it look like I tried. And then just go to confessional and be like, just a few inches short.
Yeah. For the record, I think Bananas could have potentially got 1 more baton.
Well, yeah.
But guess what? Fessel gets 8 more batons. So what?
And they didn't have anything else set up. They were at the last one.
It doesn't matter.
They will just set up another one, and but end of the day, Bananas is only somewhat athletic. So
that's true, according to the t-shirts available at giantbananas.com or whatever his website is. Look it up, folks. You can find it. Okay, well, the twist was it was double elimination. So it's a guy and girl going. Get ready. Cassidy, Desi, Tori, and Michaela make it to round 2. Michaela hates her second jump. Don't worry, she wins. And it's Michaela and Fessel are your daily champs. And we get back to the house. Michaela wants to make a big move and put in Tori. And the Survivor Strong Girl Alliance is like, yeah, that's all well and good, but if we put in Tori, they're gonna put in someone to beat Tori, and that's either Desi or Chanel. And she is like, no, it could be me. And they're like, no, you won, so it won't be you. And she goes, oh, that's right. I forgot about that. But did I? Michaela loves herself so much. And I love it. I love Michaela's love for Michaela, because if you don't love Michaela, who else is?
Exactly. And I feel like the fandom loves her. I haven't seen hate for Michaela at all for this season.
No.
I love how good she is. She's like, I'm in the power seat. I still want to take a shot. Like, I want my Survivor girls to be a winner, and there's only one other person who we consider strong that's not a Survivor. Hey, maybe Alyssa or Cassie will be able to pull something out.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows?
And Desi's just like, okay, Michaela's sort of selfish. I'm like, good. She doesn't win 250 if you win 250.
It's true. So, well, it's time for deliberation. Fessel talks Michaela off the ledge. He's just like, look, that's all well and good, but I'm doing the math, and based on the fact that they had 6 people on the platform, should have been 7. I think next week's our end thing. So all you have to do is play nice one more time with whoever the heavy hitters are, and then we're safe
We're in the
on the final elimination before the final.
Yeah,
And I think he's right.
he's absolutely
However,
right.
Michaela drew a little ire, but I think the next daily is for Tori to win. I mean, we see the preview. It's oil wrestling.
Oh yeah, I saw Michelle on Instagram. She's like, "Hey everyone, I finally get your dreams of oil wrestling Desi on TV." And I'm like, oh, okay. No, like that does seem very much in Tori's wheelhouse.
Yeah.
I see Tori, and then like I could honestly just see Fessel winning that one again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Banana's just gonna be like, I'm just don't put me in the hopper, don't vote me. I'm good.
Yeah. No, this is strange. All right, well, deliberation's easy. It's Chris Underwood and Alyssa S. And Alyssa S explains that she is homeless and hoping to start an animal rescue. And I'm like, sounds like you need to start a people rescue where you can live.
She seems to be doing fine right now.
Yeah, but she all of her stuff is in storage. She doesn't have a place to stay.
Well, so I think what happened there was I don't know the timeline of all this, but I know that I think she was living with Kyle from their Big Brother season when they were dating. They separated shortly before she went on to the challenge. So I think it was probably in that timeline of she moved everything back home, which I think is Tampa, and then got the call. I was like, well, free housing?
Why pay rent for 2 months?
Yeah, I can just pay for storage for a month.
Yeah.
And then
I was in Tampa. I was in Tampa this week.
Ooh,
yeah, hanging out with the Hulkster brother.
Not in Wilmington.
I was not in Wilmington, Delaware, as some would believe. Well, it's also revealed that Chris is fighting for his family and crying like, oh wow. I was gonna say something mean, but then I forgot. I'm not allowed to say mean stuff about Chris, or he starts crying. See what I did there? I love you.
I do love like you have the tears going down his face, and then I think he's just reliving Survivor right here because they go into commercial break, or what would be commercial break because I watch on Paramount Plus, and he's just like, I never go home. I don't go home here. I'm like, you know what? He has a point.
He does. I think we were all on the fence when we saw Chris Underwood to be a pick for this season. And Chris, you've won me. I mean, I like. He's
also completely lost the dad bod at this point.
Oh yeah, the dad bod's gone. Like, yeah, he will whoop your. You know what? You know who might win the next challenge? Chris Underwood.
Chris Underwood
might win the next daily.
I didn't think about that, and now that I've like, he has a good chance.
He does.
What a story! What a story! If he wins like the final daily to get into the final.
Oh my! And F's over Fessel, who F'd him over.
Ooh, that would be fun.
I mean, we need Chris. Oh no, because we need Chris in the Hall Brawl versus Fessel.
What? Wait. What if he gets more PTSD? Yeah. He wins the daily, and then nominates himself.
Yeah, he does that. That's his gimmick.
He's just like, I'm living in the arena. Y'all vote. I'm putting myself in. One of you has to go.
Yeah. So, I'm so for it. Okay.
Oh, if that happens, Chris, bravo.
You know what? That does make him a challenge expert.
That does make him a challenge expert if he does that.
Yes. So, yeah. And at this point, he says he wants to battle. Wes in elimination. And I'm just like, can we see that, please? And I'm like, please tell me you're not teasing us. They're not. Alyssa explains she likes Tyler. We got it. And it's time to vote. And Josh cries, but he knows he doesn't beat Wes in the end. And I'm just like, Josh, you're right. And you ain't here for Wes. You're here for you.
And social media people, like, be quiet. Y'all were mad when Josh was just playing with the vets in the beginning of the season. Now you're mad because
he's playing against them.
Because he placed one vote on Wes. Wes still statistically could have not been picked. Like, over half the votes were on Tyler. Who's to say it's his ball that got picked? But I'll say it is because dramatically, yeah.
Wes knows it is.
Yeah, at 2 Brute. But
Yes.
but Josh, do what you need to do, but also how many people left do you think he could be in a final of the men? That's part. I feel like I think he realistically knows his goal is just to get to the final and finish it. Whether he wins or not, like that would be a bonus, I think, because I think I don't think he believes that he could beat the remaining crop.
If that final leg, if it somehow goes into pairs of some sort,
Mm-hmm.
and that final leg he gets Tori, so
That's a good matchup.
Or Desi.
I was gonna say Tori or Desi,
especially
if there's swimming involved.
Like, I think Chanel on paper is insane. She just it hasn't been working for her in challenges, but I think they might be saying that because it does work out for her, like either next week or on TJ's final.
It's very possible. Like I think not Cassie, Chanel not blew up, but was like a more focal point in the beginning of the season. She's sort of been on a cold streak these last few weeks.
Yeah.
Hey, but I think that better be cold now than at the final.
I think they're purposely showing that she's on a cold streak.
You think she's going to level somebody?
Well, cold streaks end.
Ooh, she could be a dark horse to win this daily next week.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's either here or TJ's final. That's when she gets hot.
Ooh. So many things are at play here. I'm enjoying this.
The editing is great. So what's this eliminator called?
Ripped Off.
Right. And
and I'll explain. It's my gimmick, brother. So you're going to be hanging from a tower. Both of you are in suits, but one suit has 10 patches on it. Each of you will have 5 minutes to try to tear off all 10 patches off of the other suit. Whoever gets the most patches taken off, or the patches, I guess, in the shortest amount of time, if both get 10 off, wins. The other person goes home. And I like this challenge. I did find out, reading an interview, that the guys actually went first before the girls, but I don't know why they should. I guess they wanted the more emotional impact.
Oh, the drama of less. Yeah. So, no, that was the story. So I'm sure everyone was emotionally drained after Chris beats Wes.
Oh, for sure.
So it's like Cassie and Alyssa. They're like, all right, you guys got it. Go team. They're like, go team. It's into. Yeah.
It's like two good fights for sure. It's 8 to 9 for the girls, 9 to 10 for the guys.
Yeah.
West Coast didn't just go for the hands.
West Coast first gets 9 out of 10, and I'm just like, Chris has to get 10. This is just like his Survivor. It's like he has to do this, and I'm just like, he has to beat Wes in an eliminator and has to do it perfectly. And I'm like, that's what this guy does.
I loved it. Like, he's spending all this time, he can't get to him, and he's like, you know what? F this, I'm stopping.
I'm stopping and grabbing him, and that's it.
It was all over. It was all over from there.
Yeah.
It was like Wes had to fully rely on, I can't let this guy grab me. Yeah. Like, he can come for me, he can grab a patch. I cannot let him manhandle me.
Yeah.
And if I get manhandled, he's bigger.
Chris stopped, grabbed, done.
It was over.
Yeah.
Like, it was so cool to see, just like, and he also just gets that last one with like 10 based off the edit. I don't 10 seconds left.
Yeah. I don't know about that, but anyway, it was amazing. And so Alyssa S is eliminated. Don't worry, Tyler got the digits, as he explained that Tyler got the digits, and Wes. Not so much emotional about giving his final speech, because that was his plan at this point. But he's like, whoa. There were 3 balls in the Dennis Hopper. And of course, the first person he goes to is Bananas. He was like, "Bananas, did you screw me?" And he was like, "No, what do you mean?" He's like, "It was 3 votes."
He's like, it would not have helped my game to put a vote on you.
Yeah, it's just like I know I beat you in a final.
And then you go to Josh, who love him, no poker face whatsoever.
Yeah,
Like, Josh, did you?
the bottom lip.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Yes,
But I will also say, Josh, time and a place. While Wes has just been eliminated and in his head retiring at this very moment, you did not need to come like give him a bear hug, kiss on the cheek, and going, "You have beaten us all, man. I had to do it." That's not what I want to hear.
Oh no, I love that because I feel like that. Like I think Wes was going to give even more of a, all about me final deal. I think it would have been like the preamble to the Constitution long. And I think Josh threw him off his game by fessing up and saying it was him, and instead of explain, I feel that there was this entire speech in his head that just went to the wayside because he's just like, that MFer.
He played me.
Voted me and then admitted it. He literally just admitted it to me. And that's all that's going through Wes's head at that point.
It's like, this is not what you've been saying all season long. Josh, The one thing I always knew, you're a man of your word.
Yeah, so I loved it. As I said, I thought the timing, like I've seen where people are just like, why tell him now? I'm just like, so you don't have to hear a 20-minute speech that this guy's been practicing for 3 weeks.
And TJ's thankful because he's just like, I do think you're going to reconsider.
Yeah, so
I strongly suggest it.
Yes, and thank you, Josh, for throwing him off his game for his 20-minute speech that I had to sit through. That would not mean anything when he comes back in 2 seasons.
And then so they both leave, and then Cassie's just like, yeah, fuck them bitches. Every single one of them.
Yeah. Which we do get a kudos from TJ. He's like, so y'all keep putting Chris down here. Not only is he eliminating people, he's sending people into retirement.
I love that. And TJ's been holding on to that all season long, ever since Wes started talking about it being his retirement tour.
But how great is Chris Underwood is the legend killer.
Exactly. Like that's not on my bingo card that he would be.
No, that is not.
He'd be taking these people out, assassinating them and their careers all at once.
I don't think that's on Chris Underwood's bingo card, but kudos to you, Chris Underwood. And so Cassie calls out the Strong Girl Alliance, and Michelle likes that Cassie's calling out the Strong Girl Alliance because she's not a part of the Strong Girl Alliance, even though she did throw a vote towards Cassie. But she won't be admitting that like Josh does.
Oh, never. Well, they already know. They already know that everyone voted for her. So she's just like, F them all. I do not care who goes in. Bye. Yeah. Everyone can go into the arena and fight. I don't care. Like, I do like that about Cassie, where she's just like, I don't care. No, F y'all. I'm going to try to win. If I don't win, I expect to be down here, but I'll be pissed off again about it.
I love that she keeps throwing Challenge USA viewing parties in Austin, Texas. Good on her.
Yeah. Didn't TJ show up to one of them?
Yes.
Randomly?
Yeah.
TJ wouldn't just randomly show up. He has to enjoy Cassie on the show.
Oh yeah. No, he did. Yeah, he did not randomly. He did not get there and be like, "Oh my God, there's a challenge."
She just happens to be having one here. Oh, what are
the odds? We just came for the bloomin' onion.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and while that's the episode, essentially, we're now down at 6 and 6 guys, 6 girls left. Is this now that we got rid of the cannon fodder earlier on, one of the more well-rounded casts they have done in a while?
Yeah, no, this is perfect. I mean, Dusty was great for the letter.
Oh yeah.
Tiffany was great for the confessionals. Who else did we lose? The other Amazing Race guy, that was bad casting, but if it left us with this, I'm okay with it.
Right.
Monty was okay. I mean, like he's a big dude, so there was some drama there.
They hit it out of the park with the Survivor girls.
Yeah.
Injecting veterans from the MTV show, major plus.
Yeah. Sebastian, we had a love story with Tori. That's good.
Yeah, we had multiple love stories in here. We had good, like, intermixed alliances. We had shows actually going head to head and not just talking about going head to head against each other.
Alyssa S got hotter throughout the season, and even hotter on her social media.
Oh yeah.
Good on her. Is she still with Tyler or no?
So I read an interview about that, and I think shortly after the show, they both were just like, "We both sort of just got out of relationships. Let's do our own things for now."
So
but like they're still friends with each other.
Yeah, he just wants to tag it when he's in Tampa,
and she's okay with that.
Well, I mean, should both be okay with that.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, I'm not trying to tag it while I'm in Tampa. We're good. Good for Tyler in third person.
Exactly. But I like that. And I think both of them are people that they would consider like keeping in the casting pool for season 3. Like they're on the list. They're not off of it.
Yeah, I'm not against either one of them.
Yeah.
So next week's gonna be a big week.
Well, next week's a big week in general for our reality TV coverage because Survivor's back.
Yeah, Survivor back, New York City. That's right. Get tickets at survivortix.com. That's survivortix.com. I'm going to be in New York City with Jesse, Carla, Eliza, Sydney, Victoria, Dwight, Danny, Jenny, Tiffany, Noelle, Brooke, and I have surprised. There's at least 3 others that I know of. I have one like huge surprise that I can't say, not like it's pretty amazing. And then Boston for the Survivor viewing party there. I have 2 ridiculously huge surprises.
So everyone, you guys need to get your tickets today and see those surprises in person. Johnny's viewing parties are always top notch, very interactive, probably like one of the best viewing experiences you can have with reality alumni.
Yeah, and we make a deal as long as you guys can keep your end of the bargain up. If I have one of those surprises there, in which I do, you can get a picture of that surprise. Just don't share it until it's time, and you'll know when that time is the time. I promise. It will become abundantly clear. So, but yeah, so get ready. Survivortix.com. That's survivortix.com. And yeah, watch House of Villains. It premieres October 12th on E. I'm going to be in Los Angeles in 2 weeks for the purple carpet premiere. How cool is that?
Ooh,
it's good. It's going to be nuts. So I will be getting a sneak peek. But yeah, I'll be in Boston for a House of Villains viewing party on Thursday, October 19th. Tickets available at villaintix.com. Wow, this was a fun one. Dan Monchel is missed. He is what was it? Did he borrow Matt Bischoff's pegging apparatus or
they were all up there on as the batons.
Oh wow! And Dan just grabbed
so him and Matt are on hiatus right now competing.
Wow, they're running backwards into
the very talented.
Wow. You would think one of them would have better grip than the other, but I don't know.
I don't know. We would have to ask Dan what that money line should have been.
Oh, I think Dan has a parlay on his baton gripping. All right. Alex, where can everybody find you at?
Everyone can find me at Trias95 on all of my socials. It'll get a lot more active now that we're going to have a lot more reality TV to talk about.
Yeah. So Survivor, House of Villains, The Challenge, it's all coming, folks. I'm at Jonny Fairplay and everything. No H in Johnny, JONNY FAIRPLAY. JonnyFairplay.com has links to everything. My Cameo, t-shirts. Oh my God, I have t-shirts coming out during House of Villains. So be on the lookout. I'm probably going to drop the first one. probably next week is the first one dropping. So get ready for that. So you want to have it in time for the episode. I got a Shake shirt coming out that is so amazing. You're toast. Oh my God. Fucking Shake. All right. Go to JonnyFairplay.com for links to all that. Thank you, Alex. This was a blast. And thank you, everybody. Click the subscribe button, leave a 5-star review, do all the fun things. And until next time, bye, everybody.